Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Puppet Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena action. We played against a Paladin in the first game and just beat him up pretty good. Second game was against a Mage. The Mage was AFK. That's why we played 3 games in the first video and normally only play 2. In the third game, we played against a Rogue. She ended up dropping a Black Knight and an Edwin back-to-back, but honestly, it wasn't the Legendaries that won the game for her. It was the fact that the deck is kind of bad. I played out everything I had. I had a Bloodlust in my hand, though, which could have been a Frost Elemental, and that might have cost me the game. Mass the Shaman. Alright, here's some cards that I wouldn't have minded seeing last game. Let's go ahead and mulligan everything except for the Axe. This is nice against Shamans. You're guaranteed to have targets. If nothing else, the Shaman will make you some totems for you to chew on. And if he doesn't play anything on turn 2 besides a totem, I might actually consider just coining this and playing the Shadow Sun Cleric after that. We'll see how it goes. Ooh, I could even coin into this. And then Stormforged Axe afterwards to buff it up. Well, we'll save on. We'll hold on to that for later. Let's actually do this. Putting out the Razorfin Hunter maximizes the odds that I will have something to use a Shattered Sun Cleric on the following turn. Like I can buff the pig, kill the totem, or like kill the totem, buff the pig, kill a 2 toughness thing. He does have 3 mana here, so he might play something that's bigger than what a Shattered Sun Cleric can deal with, like a Demolisher, for instance. But still, it's okay. In fact, I'm just gonna go ahead and kill that Demolisher. Even though this is not the most expensive card I can play, this allows me to clear his board, and Demolisher is a creature that's worth killing. So here I'm a bit vulnerable to Lightning Storm, but I killed one of his minions, so if he Lightning Storm, he's only taking up 2 cards here. This thing all came from 1 card, so card-wise that'd be okay. Next turn, 4 mana, a bit awkward. I can do this and the Stormforged Axe, but I don't really want to play Stormforged Axe before Unbound Elemental. What is he going to Lightning Bolt this thing? He's going to Earth Shock it. Well, I don't really mind this at all because I still have an O2 body there. I can buff that with a Shadow Sun Cleric and do some swift justice to it. He's pointing something at himself, maybe a Rockbiter weapon to kill off my Razorfin Hunter. Maybe. Wouldn't be the worst play. Maybe. Abusive Sergeant. Oh, interesting. Well, that's fine by me. Stormforged Axe. Okay, as I've said before, you don't want to get so hung up on a combo that you forget to win the game. Stormforged Axe is great here. I can hit the wolf, use the pig to kill this, and swing for 2. I can also drop a Fairy Dragon, then everything dies to Lightning Storm. But I've had so much card advantage, it's worth it. You know what? I think it's actually worth it to just play this thing, even though I'm not getting the combo on the Unbound Elemental. This is just so good at this moment. Maybe if I didn't have a Fairy Dragon to play, I would have just, played the Unbound Elemental and called it a day, but that just seemed real good. So this is ready in my hand. I can kill totems without having to spend any mana. I can kill small creatures. If you play something that has 5 hit points, I can use the Fairy Dragon plus it, like that, for example. I mean, there's just so many good things here going on. Alright, now, I can't play Bloodlust. I'm overloaded. Shucks-a-daisy. Okay, well, I could Lava Burst this thing to make another card here that I'm playing without Unbound Elemental. Is that worth doing? I think so. I think it's worth doing. Let's just do this. Boom. And keep all my minions on the board. He clearly doesn't have Lightning Storm, so I might as well preserve the minions I've got here. Next turn I'll have 4 mana. I got a bevy of 3 drops to choose from. He also seems not to have any Fire Elementals. One here would have been very good. Alright, what do we want to do here? This plus the Axe kills the Monkey. The Fairy Dragon kills that, so I actually can just play a Yeti here. If I play the Shattered Sun Cleric, will that help me be more efficient? Not really. No, not really, so we're just going to play the Yeti because that's the most expensive thing I've got. So this plus the Axe kills the Monkey. Fairy Dragon, you've done your job. Kill the Blade Master. You will notice that the card advantage I have here is just outrageous. The efficiency of my plays has been super compared to my opponent. He's got 3 cards to my, 8. This is very comical, so he needs ginormous stuff here to come back and win it. That's not really going to do it for him. Okay. Well, I think here's where we finally drop the Shattered Sun Cleric. Let me kill the Yeti off very effectively. We'll do this. And let's go ahead and heal up my Yeti so that it can survive Lightning Storm. So Lightning Storm kills these 3 things. 50-50 chance in the Farseer, and then the Yeti will survive it. I think I'm threatening lethal with Bloodlust. Okay, so he plays a bunch of non-interactive creatures. Non-interactive means no health gain, no taunt, no removal. We have 5, 10, 13, 15 damage. This is actually a one-turn kill. This is 30 damage right here. That I have, and little Flame Tongue Totem hanging out. Boopity boopity boop boop boo. Did I do my arithmetic right? I'm not sure. I'm not sure that was actually 30, but whatever. It was a lot. I think it was 30 because he was at like 23. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, that was a good win. Always nice to win the mirror matchup. It gives you some confidence. We just absolutely smashed that guy. It was no contest. But he didn't really have any removal. He just had the Earth Shock to silence my Flame Tongue Totem. A Rockbiter weapon would have been the same. It would have been 1 mana, but it would have actually killed it. And I don't think... Yay! He didn't play Lightning Bolt, Rockbiter weapon, Forked Lightning, or Lightning Storm, or even Hex. He just had literally no removal. That was why we won. Okay. J Skunk, the Warlock. It sounds like a rapper who's trying to be way cooler than he actually is. Like, yo, what up? J Skunk in the house, making everything smelly, even that lady's blouse. Yeah, I don't think J Skunk is a really good name. He should really pick a different animal. J Possum on the dope, because I'm too awesome for the rope. Anyway, let's see what this guy's going to do, see if he's going to life tap or if he's got any early plays. He passed on turn 1. That's always good when a Warlock passes on turn 1. It's nice to not have to worry about Flame Imp, although I do have an answer for it. I could kill Flame Imps all day. No, he's just going to life tap here. So I'm tempted to coin into Shattered Sun Cleric just to get some board presence. Or I could play Flame Tongue. I'm going to play the Flame Tongue. Now I'm going to talk about this just a little bit. The reason I'm playing Flame Tongue here is that I have the potential to coin into Sen'jin next turn and protect the Flame Tongue. If I didn't have that, I probably wouldn't have made this play. I probably would have just coined Shattered Sun Cleric and called it a day. Alright, does he have removal? He has Soulfire. Oh my gosh, that's really frustrating. Because if he hadn't had the Soulfire to kill that Flame Tongue, I could have killed this and then finished it off with the Stormforged Axe. Ball sacks. Alright, we're going to still do this, though. I think this is worth it. Because this holds up very nicely against Harvest Golem, and then I've got the Divine Shield ready to ping off the damaged Golem. He life-tapped once, but then he went down a card for Soulfire, so we're doing fine on cards. Knife Juggler could be good. Loot Hoarder, not a problem. That also is not a problem. So these are just 2 mana cycles that are dealing a couple damage apiece. He's actually going to cash out the Harvest Golem. I don't know if I agree with that, to be honest. I would have waited. Let's think about this. I think I need to play the Stormforged Axe. And I'll play Knife Juggler as well, even though it's not my favorite thing to play a Knife Juggler when it isn't immediately being useful. So we're going to kill this. We're going to kill this. And I am actually going to go ahead and just kill this. So taking it nice and easy, killing his board. He's got 6 cards because the Loot Hoarders replace themselves. I have 7 on the screen, soon to be 8. This is nice, though. He seems to have a very cheap deck. He's got played 2 Loot Hoarders. We saw him throw away a Flame Imp to the Soulfire. He might actually play more stuff that'll die to this axe, or he might just, you know, avoid playing stuff. Bloodsail Corsair, are you kidding me? This card is so awful. It's just, it removed a durability, and I still have the weapon. Like, I'm still going to kill this thing with the weapon. He's going to kill my Knife Juggler. No, he's killing off the Sen'jin. Interesting choice. I think that's actually a mistake, to be totally honest. Crazed Alchemist. Unfortunately, I'm overloaded, so I can't play him and the Shattered Sun Cleric. I could just put the Shattered Sun Cleric on the Knife Juggler, kill the Berserker. Well, hang on. Hang on a minute. Why don't I just use the Axe and my Squire to kill the Berserker? The Knife Juggler kills this without any help at all. So really, I just need to play the Yeti. So what I'm going to do is the following. I'm going to hit this first, play the Yeti. Maybe the Knife Juggler will kill that for me. Then I'll get to keep my Argent Squire. Oh my gosh, I should have actually hit and killed this thing first. That was a slight error, but I actually got lucky that it killed the Berserker anyway. Anyway, I had the right idea. It's what is the point. So we got a Yeti on the field. Bloodlust, man, this Bloodlust loves freaking showing up. It's just there in every single game. Violet Teacher. It's gonna need to die. Question is how. So let's think about this. I get Bloodlust. It's 9 damage. 9 plus 8 is 15 damage. I could do a lot of damage, but we're gonna hang on to that. Crazed Alchemist on the Yeti, make it a 5/4. That would let me kill the Violet Teacher. Or I could just play the Shattered Sun Cleric. I think that seems a lot better. Let's just do the Shattered Sun Cleric. So this is actually a bit of a waste, unfortunately. The Knife Juggler hitting that. I could Crazed Alchemist this, throw the Knife Juggler away. That would let me keep the Chillwind Yeti. Well, let's flip it. Oh, you know, I should have flipped a totem. I should have flipped a totem, see where the knife goes before committing the Shattered Sun Cleric. That would have been smart. Well, anyway, let's just do this. So we're gonna kill that. One issue here is that everything dies to Hellfire. Yeah, that was not the right way to play that. I apologize, folks. I opened myself up to Hellfire. There was a way that I could have killed the Violet Teacher without needing to do that. Luckily, he doesn't have Hellfire. Dread Infernal is gonna kill off 2 of my things. But that's okay. I'm alright with that because now I think I can just win, don't I? Bloodlust is 9 damage. 9 plus 8 is 17. Although the Frost Elemental would have been just fine. I could have frozen the 6/6, put a 5/5 on the board, probably won anyway. Yeah, that was a misdraft. I mean, maybe it wasn't a misdraft, but it definitely, in this particular draft, I would rather have the Frost Elemental than the Bloodlust. He gives me a bad-mannered threaten there. Your soul shall suffer. I don't know why. I mean, yeah, I played Bloodlust, but seriously, like, I was way ahead on the board. It's not like that Bloodlust would have made the difference there. That Bloodlust, I was still hitting him down to 7 health. It's a very perilous place to be when you're up against a Shaman. I have not gotten to use Lightning Storm a single time. I think I mulliganed it once or something. I think I've seen it. I just haven't gotten to use it. All right. Who are we up against here? Oh, Rogue. Yeah, a lot of rogues. Oh, Rihanna. That's great. Oh, I think I mispronounced her name. I think I said like Rihanna, but it's something else like Rihanna. Whatever. I don't even care. We're going to keep the Hex, but just as a note, the reason I'm keeping Hex is because I only have 1. If I had 2, I'd probably mulligan it because it is really a late game card. I just want to make sure I don't lack for it. All right, playing Argent Squire against a Rogue is kind of unfortunate because the Rogue's the best class in the game at dealing with Argent Squire because 1 use of the hero ability will kill it. Crazed Alchemist does not help this survive, unfortunately. Alright, she decides not to do anything. Do I play a 2/2 or just to have it on the board wasting its battle card to make a totem? Well, let's make a totem. I'm hoping for the 1/1. That would probably be the best one. Alright, none of that, unfortunately, but still. See if she makes a dagger and pumps this up. If she does, I will just play the Shattered Sun Cleric to buff it, and then that way the dagger won't automatically kill it. I wouldn't mind seeing her dagger up here. That's much better than her playing a minion. Looks like she's going to dagger up. She could also dagger this and backstab to kill it. That wouldn't be the worst thing to do. Nope, she's not going to backstab, or maybe she doesn't have a backstab. Either way, let's play Shattered Sun Cleric. Buffety, 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 boop. Swing for 2. So she still has the dagger, which is still good for her, but at least my Argent Squire is not guaranteed to die. She hasn't played any cards. That's why she's got a handful of 8. In fact, she still has her coin. There's the coin for a 4-drop. What kind of 4-drop are we looking at here? SI Agent. So it's just a combo. SI Agent. That was all the coin did. Oh, that's annoying. And a Young Priestess. Oh, lame. That's so lame. So this guy has 4 health now. Ugh. I could Crazed Alchemist, make this a 1/2, kill it, live, but then I'm just making a totem, and that's a bit sad. I could just play the Yeti, but then my Argent Squire will die. Alright, we're actually going to do this. We're going to do this. Try to get as many minions as we can. Taunt would have been the best. Healing is actually okay, because it heals us up. It means the dagger won't automatically kill it. Now, her 3/4 can kill these 2 things by itself. Oh, man. The fact that she got to coin and trigger a combo off of that really helped her out. So frustrating. So she actually didn't even use the extra mana. It was just a combo trigger. She's going to hit this Fan of Knives. No, she's going to Shiv, which is okay. And then she draws a card, so she's got some card advantage there. She's now going to get to kill the 2/2, get some more card advantage. Although I did get card advantage by killing off her Young Priestess. So it's kind of okay, I guess. Lightning Storm shows up, but it's a little bit premature. I could play the Yeti, or I could do this in a totem. Let's go for totems. Try to get as many totems out here as we can. Hopefully the Taunt Totem comes up. Good. So the 1/1 would have just died to the dagger. This at least redirects the 3/2's attack, and the dagger can't kill it. So we're getting quite the totem collection. If I top deck Bloodlust, I might actually get to play it, assuming she doesn't kill off too much of my stuff. Right now, she can use this guy to kill the totem. She can kill the pig, but she's got 7 other cards, so she might be able to do a great deal better than that. Other things that could help with these totems, if I get Flame Tongue Totem, that would be good. She's actually going to backstab the Taunt Totem. Interesting choice. Backstab Eviscerate, so she's going to trigger combo there. She gets to kill the pig as well with this dagger that she has, and then she can use this guy to kill a totem, so she's doing pretty well there. Deadly Poison is a little bit aggressive. I don't know if I would have done that myself, because the dagger was pretty good for killing the pig. I don't know why she's that hell-bent on killing all my totems. But hell-bent she is. Alright, I don't know if she made the right choice, to be totally honest. Archer Commander, very good card. Yeah, I know. She can now Deadly Poison to finish him off, but still. She's taking 4 damage, dropping below 20 health. I still got Hex, so if she plays anything big, I can kill it. She feels lots of little things that can kill him. I can just drop this Yeti, which is a good mid-game creature. Really, the one thing I don't want to see is like a good 4-drop, because that's like a little bit too low to Hex, but not good enough to Lightning Storm. There, this is perfect. Perfect. So she spends her whole turn playing a Boulder Fist Ogre. And then on my turn, I've got the Piglet ready to kill the Frog. Am I going to play Novice Engineer? 5. No, I actually can't play the Novice Engineer. I'm going to play the most expensive thing I have, which is the Yeti. Hexity Dexity. And then now I hope if she plays another... Well, I hope she doesn't have any more big things to play, but if she does, at least I have the 4 damage of the Yeti on the field to like help bring something down. And I've got my card drawer here. The little novice that could. Senjin, not a big deal at all in the slightest. Don't care. She does get to kill my Piglet, which is sad. And Deadly Poison. Ah, wow, she's got a lot of Deadly Poison. Man, this Piglet keeps on dodging bullets. No, she's actually going to use Deadly Poison and kill that. Well, I don't know. I think that was a mistake. That was a little bit aggressive with the Deadly Poison there. So let's draw a card. See if we can get Flame Tongue Totem. Fork Lightning, not usable, unfortunately. This seems bad. It'll die to the Senjin. Let's see if we can get a Taunt Totem, maybe? That would be nice. Nope. Well, since we got a Healing Totem, let's run in, heal up 1. And yeah, we're just going to go ahead and do this and this. So they're a little risky here for sure. This thing will still die to her Deadly Poison, but she's going to go down to 14 health, which is a bit scary for her. I've got a couple of ways that I can kill off the Senjin. Senjin can't quite kill the Unbound Elemental without a little bit of help. If she had Fan of Knives, that'd be very good. It'd pop Divine Shield, kill this, bring this down to 3 health. She can then use either the Wicked Knife or the Senjin to kill one of these guys, and then the other one can kill the Yeti. So yeah, Fan of Knives would be the ultimate card, I think. She's going to hit the Yeti. Okay, so she's taking a lot of damage there. Yeah, I just really want to see if she has a way of killing this thing off. Assassin's Blade. Okay, she's already attacked this turn. Oh, she has an Eviscerate combo. That's annoying. Well, this is 12 damage, but I've got a lot of health, so really this is fine. In fact, the Senjin's a pretty good top deck. Let's try to keep as many creatures on the board as we can. Let's actually pop Divine Shield and hit her there. It makes Fan of Knives really good now to pop the Divine Shield, but I bet she would have used Fan of Knives last turn if she had it, so since she didn't use it, I'm guessing she doesn't have it. This is good. Holds up against her weapon. We've got 3, 4, 5 damage. Wouldn't mind seeing a Bloodlust now. Oh, she's going to heal up. Well, that's okay. This thing's a pile of garbage. It's a 5-4. Who cares? Fan of Knives. Oh, she actually does have a Fan of Knives. Oh, no. That's sad. Luckily, this guy has 4 health, so it won't be killed by her blade. And then the Healing Totem is quite mighty. It's going to heal up my Senjin. Alright. Flame Tongue. Oh, man. I could... You know what? We're going to just go for broke here. Gonna make a totem. And we are going to swing for the face. So yes, I know that this thing can kill my Senjin now, but it is touching the Flame Tongue, so this thing will die. Then the blade will kill the Flame Tongue, unfortunately. But that was going to happen regardless. And then I've got this 1-1, which will start pecking away. If I can draw a Lava Burst or something, I'll be in good shape. Oh, she's actually going to sap my Senjin. Interesting. No, she's going to sap the Flame Tongue. Oh, that's a mistake. I think, because this thing now lives, but I can replay the Flame Tongue and get extra damage through with my Healing Totem. I think she messed up. Stone Cold messed up, I think. Alright, let's first of all flip a totem. If I can get spell damage, Forked Lightning here will be the Bomb Diggity, so I have a 1 in 3 chance of getting that. Yep, nope, not a chance. So Forked Lightning is guaranteed not to kill this Cobra. Flame Tongue I can get her down to 6, but that seems pointless. Fen Creeper seems pointless, the Cobra will just kill it. Lightning Storm, however, might not actually kill this thing, it's only a coin flip. Well, I could Forked Lightning and Lightning Storm to kill both of her creatures. Okay, this may seem weird, but I'm actually going to do it. I'm going to Forked Lightning. Now, do I Lightning Storm to kill this? The problem is if I don't Lightning Storm this, what am I going to Lightning Storm? She's got one card in her hand. I might as well just use this to kill her. And I'm not actually going to play the Flame Tongue right here. Well, if I play the Flame Tongue, I can get 2 damage through, but then she can just kill the Flame Tongue. If I wait to play the Fen Creeper and the Flame Tongue... No, actually, we're going to do it. I'm just going to do it. She can use this Assassin's Blade to kill the Flame Tongue, but then she's not killing the 1/1. And then it's possible if I get a Bloodlust that I can actually kill her. Because she's killing the Flame Tongue, that leaves 2 totems around, so Bloodlust is 6 damage, plus the 1 is 7. And I've got Fen Creeper, which is a pretty big dude. So she really needs to play like a really big minion down, something that can trump my Fen Creeper, to have a good chance of surviving. That's not going to cut it, but it will kill off my 1/1 if she plays a spell. Nope, no spells. Okay, Bloodlust, Stormforged Axe. Well, that's actually pretty great, too. It does mean I'm not playing the Fen Creeper, unfortunately. Now, I'm going to kill the Pyromancer, because I've got plenty of health. Going to swing for a damage. Man, this clutch 1/1 totem has been pretty awesome. And now, I've got 2, 4, 5 damage here. I could have gone for the face with it, but I feel like it was better to kill the Pyromancer, because that leaves my 1/1 in a much better state. And she's healing herself, so now I'm definitely glad that I killed the Pyromancer. Finally, the Assassin's Blade goes away. Finally. I said finally twice. And we only overloaded for 1. Alright, Knife Juggler's nice. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to actually kill the Farseer. Now I'm going to play the Knife Juggler. Fen Creeper. Totem. This way all the knives are going on her face instead of being pumped into the Farseer, potentially. And alright, we got 3, 6, 8 damage being threatened, so she needs something right now. Actually, 3, 6, 7. I don't even need this axe. I got 7 damage on the board. Good old 1/1 totem. Being a baller for Papa Boris. She has the Assassinate for the Fen Creeper, but that's a bit too little, a bit too late. Now she still takes a damage from this. I've got 5 damage on the table here. She can't dagger up. If she can't heal or life taunt, then she's in trouble. Farseer's actually keeping her alive for a turn. If she had not... Oh, wait, what am I talking about? The Knife Juggler throws knives. Never mind. I get 2 extra knife throws. I don't even need to attack. Oh, I do need to attack. Well played! Oriana, you did your best. So, the game that we lost was to a rogue who just manhandled us, but this rogue rolled over pretty tamely, I would say. We had the Hex, but I'm going to give myself some credit for keeping the Hex in my opening hand. Some people would have mulliganed it, I think, because it's a late-game removal card, but I kept it in my opening hand. Then I ended up using it against a Boulder Festoger, which was really important. If I hadn't killed that Boulder Festoger, then it would have been bad. And just like that, we're up to 5 wins. I am like a Katy Perry song in Hearthstone Arena. I'm hot, then I'm cold. I'm yes, then I'm no. I don't remember the rest of the lyrics. But the point is I had a really super hot streak, and then I had a pretty cold streak, and now I'm back to just about 50% success rate for getting to 7 wins. But with this run, a little bit of luck, I could actually increase my margin a bit. Rob Beast. This is a pretty good opening hand already, and I haven't even gotten my extra card. Wow, that's great. Okay, so we play the Argent Squire. We coin out one of our 3 drops, depending on the situation. Then we can play the other one on turn 3, the Senjin on turn 4. I don't have any removal here, but this is a really strong minion curve with the Divine Shield, the buff, and the taunt, and the extra minion onto the board. It's very strong. Just very strong minion curve. She has Leper Gnome. Well, that's annoying. Could be worse, though. Could be worse. We're going to play the Argent Squire. Now she can Fire Blast this and run the Leper Gnome into it, but she might not want to do that. And even if she does do it, that means she's not playing another minion on her turn, so I'm okay with it. So this Argent Squire not only took out the Leper Gnome, but it also cost her mana. Alright, now she did a cheeky thing here. She attacked me instead of trading, but I'll let her get away with it. Obviously then, there's no point in playing the Shattered Sun Cleric. We'll play the Razorfen Hunter. I really do enjoy playing Razorfen Hunter followed by Shattered Sun Cleric. It's very likely something will survive, and the Cleric will have a target for the buff. Hex is nice to see. Not going to be useful for a while, but I will use it on a Water Elemental. Emperor Cobra is a very good card here in the situation. It will kill my Razorfen Hunter. But notice it was threatening to kill both of my minions. This way at least it only kills one of them. And then I killed the Cobra, so the path is clear for Senjin to come down. I don't actually have any Lightning Bolts or Rock Biter weapons in this deck. Wow. Or Fire Elementals. I'm actually missing a lot of really important Shaman cards, but I did get Lightning Storm. Well, such is the power of Water Elemental that it must be hexed. So if she has anything bigger later, then the Water Elemental's main benefit is that it was so fucking overpowered for a 4-drop that I had to use a hex on it. Well, the Senjin's time kind of passed it by, unfortunately, but I do get to play the Tiger next. She's got a lot of health. I don't know if I'm going to be able to burn her out all that well. I'd give my opponent the advantage here, actually, just because she's a mage and I'm out of my removal. I've got the multi-removal, but if she plays anything big, she can catch up immediately. So yeah, I'd give the mage the advantage, even though I have 6 cards, seemingly to her 5. Also, the Piglet can die this turn if she Fire Blasts it. Maybe that's what she's thinking about. Should I Fire Blast the Piglet or play a 5-drop? Oh, okay, it's going to be one of those games, huh? Well, we're going to play the Tiger, and we're just going to throw everything at her face. So she's down to 20 health. The Tiger brings her down to 15. I might be able to burn her out. We'll see. If I get really lucky and flip a spell damage, then the Water Elemental, which will have killed the Shattered Sun Cleric, will be at 3 health and 4 lightning will finish it off. That could be a good way of dealing with it. But if I don't get spell damage, then, which is only obviously a 1 in 4 chance of getting it, then I'm not going to be in such great shape. Oh my gosh, she's hitting my face? Well, what that tells me is that she has mass removal. Otherwise, she would have killed the Shattered Sun Cleric when she's, you know, at 20 health and facing this kind of situation. Alright, I could silence this up if I wanted to, but let's just play Senjin and a Totem. She could play Flame Strike, of course, but I will survive. Well, one of my creatures will survive a Flame Strike. Because she can Flame Strike, the Senjin lives with 1 health, the Water Elemental finishes it off. I still got this Tiger with 1 health, which is really important because it's hitting her for damage. She has the Flame Strike. Well, I'm actually okay with this. Totally okay with it. So now she has to use the Water Elemental to finish that off. And then my Tiger's going to get her down to 6 health. She's in a little bit of trouble here. Alright, so let's see if we can get a Totem before deciding whether to play Unbound Elemental. We got the Healing Totem. Meh. So do I hit this Elemental so I can make way for my Unbound Elemental? Or do I just play the Spellbreaker just to have a minion on the board and save this for later? If I play this, the Water Elemental can hit it and she can ping it to death. I'm going to hit her in the face. I think it's worth it to get that damage through. I've got Lava Burst in here and Argent Commander, so I feel like pretty decent odds that I'll get some damage through. We're going to play Unbound Elemental here. I want to save the Spellbreaker in case she plays Taunt. Like, let's say she hits this Unbound Elemental, pings it to death, plays a Taunt. I want to have the silence so I can silence the Taunt and hit her with the Tiger. Basically what I'm doing here is I'm telling her she has to hit the Tiger or else she's really screwed. Alright, she's actually killing the Tiger. Does she have like a Frostbolt to kill this off, perhaps? Actually, okay, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. So now I just silence this up. She did a smart move. She killed the thing that was harder hitting, so she kind of did hedge her bets against the silence potential. Unluckily for her, her magic shall not save her, because that is, in fact, going to be 6 damage. Right, the Tiger was really good, silence was good, Flame Tongue was good, and I made a good play putting the Unbound Elemental down. So yay me. If I'd played the silence, if I'd played the Spellbreaker, then this Sunwalker would not have been answerable by me. Alright, 6 wins! Combination of good drafting choices and good plays. Survived a Flame Strike that game. I played right into it. I was like, here's what happens if I play Flame Strike, and I'm going to do it. And she played Flame Strike. What I said would happen, happened, and then I was able to win because the Tiger survived with 1 health. So I think I played that game really well. That was just like a very well played game by me, much better than some games I've played in recent times. And now we have 2 chances to make it to 7 and restore, well, rekindle the embers of my dying hot streak. Who's our next worthy opponent? It's a Hunter. Oh, of course. We just faced a mage. Now it's time to play the other obnoxious class, the Hunter. Decent starting hand, though. Very decent. I'm just going to keep all of it. Boop. So, unfortunately, I'm not second, so I will be passing on turn 1 unless I can top deck one of my Argent Squires or the Raging Worgen. I do have 2 Argent Squires in the deck, so the odds of getting a 1-drop are not that low. But it didn't happen this time. Hopefully he passes on turn 1. That would make things much easier for me. We even get to keep the Ooze on hand in case of an Eaglehorn Bow, though I haven't seen those in a while. Spellbreaker is not likely to be useful yet. I would have much rather seen a Senjin or a Yeti if I was going to get a 4-drop. But here, you know, we can buff it with a Shattered Sun Cleric. That will kill most 2-drops he can play right now, and it will even kill some 3-drops. Note that this cannot be Arcane Shotted, because it is immune to hero powers and spells. And he plays a Demolisher, which I can kill with either Flame Tongue Totem or the Shattered Sun Cleric. I will elect to use the Shattered Sun Cleric because that puts more minions on the board. Now at this point, it's worth noting an Explosive Trap will kill both of my minions, but I did kill one of his minions for free, so he'll just be catching up. He won't actually be getting ahead. I still would rather not see an Explosive Trap because then the following turn all I'm really doing is playing an Ooze and a Totem, which is a bit lame. Well, he's hesitating. I bet if he had Explosive Trap, he wouldn't hesitate. So that's a good sign. He's going to play a Panther. Okay, fair enough. So the Panther will kill one of my minions, but not both. I could play Flame Tongue. Now that's if I wanted to be really aggressive. I'm going to hit him for 7 damage. If I played the Flame Tongue, I'd actually hit him for 11 damage, but then the Panther could kill the Flame Tongue off. Well, if I get a Taunt Totem, I would totally play the Flame Tongue here. So let's see if we can get a Taunt Totem, see if we can get lucky. We actually did. Alright, I'm going to go for it. I could do something really cheeky, and I could actually put the Flame Tongue here. That way, if the Tiger runs into the Taunt Totem, he'll actually have to die. I'm actually going to do that. So I'm doing 2 less damage this way, but I am, you know, being really obnoxious versus this Panther. So good cards for him to have here, Mind Control Tech, or Buzzard plus Unleash the Hounds. Now, Unleash the Hounds, they at least die to this Taunt Totem. But then, the other 2 can kill my Fairy Dragon, and then the Panther can kill my Flame Tongue and live to tell about it. No, he doesn't have a Hounds, he just has Animal Companion. Hopefully it's not the Pig. Good, he didn't get the Taunting Pig. Or, sorry, the Charging Pig, he got the Taunting Bear. So he got the middle one. The Pig would have been the best, I think. The Leok would have been the worst, because it just doesn't do anything. But the Bear, at least, you know, stops me from attacking. Now you have to think very carefully here. I got a couple of options. One option is I could just, of course, trade the Fairy Dragon in for the Bear and swing for 7 damage. No need to think anymore, right? But I could also Spell Break this Bear. That would actually let me hit for 9 plus 2 is 11 damage down to 10, and I can try to go for a Burnout victory. Is that worth doing? I mean, I'm 100% certain that if he had Unleashed the Hounds, he would have played them last turn. So I am actually going to go for this because I'm pretty sure he doesn't have Unleashed the Hounds, and if he doesn't have Unleashed the Hounds, there's really not much reason for me not to do this. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. If he had Explosive Trap, he would have played that also, so because I'm pretty sure he doesn't have Explosive Trap, we'll play the Infiltrator. If I thought he might have Explosive Trap, I'd play the Squire, but this thing hits harder. I'm trying to get through all the damage that I can right now. So the Bear can kill my Totem, the Panther can kill the Flame Tongue, but I've got a lot of damage on the board and he's only at 10 health. Flesh Eating Ghoul, does he actually have Unleash the Hounds? He does. It was actually on the left side of his hand, so he had Unleashed the Hounds. He just elected not to play it. Interesting. Call me surprised. So he's going to get to clear a lot of my board now. Let's see. He can use, you know, the Panther to kill the Flame Tongue Totem. And then the Bear will kill my Spellbreaker. And that'll leave me with a total of 5 damage. That's a risky situation here. I could just hit him for 5 and play the Tiger and then threaten lethal so that he'd have to have Life Gain or Taunt to win. I might do that. And then I'll also play the Argent Squire because I can. I've got plenty of health, so he's not going to be able to kill me in one turn. Even with that gigantic Flesh-Eating Ghoul. Okay. Okay. Oh, the arrow was bugged, so he killed the Flame Tongue. Okay, so he's got 15 points of damage out here. Do I dare go for the Panther play? Hit him in the face for 5. Let him hit me for 15. I mean, he's not going to kill me. So yeah, we're going to actually go for it. We're going to hit for 5. Boom. Boom. Threatening the kill. Play an Argent Squire. Alright. This might have been strategically unsound. I might have just been better off if I had played fair. But I was pretty sure I had the right read on his situation, and I had the wrong read. He actually did slow roll the Unleash the Hounds, even though I'm pretty sure that he should have played it on the previous turn. Alright, so now I'm threatening lethal with that Tiger. Unless he gets a very lucky deadly shot, he can't kill it. Let's see what he tries to do here. So that is a taunt. He now kills off my stuff. Alright, I've already used Spellbreaker, so unless I get a Lava Burst... Oh, that was a mistake. He should have killed my Infiltrator. Because now what he did is I only need 1 point of damage against this thing, and I win the game, so he really should not have given me that opportunity. Alright, I need a knife to hit this thing. Actually, now, if the Knife Juggler hits his face or this, then I win. If it hits the Flesh-Eating Ghoul, it's the only way he can survive. And of course, it actually hit the Flesh-Eating Ghoul, so that was annoying. But okay, we get to do that. We now kill the Flesh-Eating Ghoul. Because it's a little bit dangerous to leave it around. Especially, actually, that would have killed me. That would have been 15 plus Steady Shot is the kill. But yeah, if the knife had hit his face or the Booty Bay Bodyguard, I would have won on that previous turn. Quite unfortunate there. In fact, in order for him to live, it had to happen that way. It had to be that one hit his face and one hit the ghoul. Or no, they could have, I guess, both hit the ghoul. Yeah, they either both hit the ghoul or one hit the face, one hit the ghoul, and so he actually got to live. Does he actually have more buzzer or more hounds? That's actually really annoying if he has more hounds. No, he has a Crocolisk. Okay. That's not a big deal. Really, I just don't care what it is as long as it's not hounds. Shield Bearer is what he got with the card draw from the Crocolisk. Okay, well, we can do this. We can do this. Okay, we can, I think, definitely do this with the Flame Tongue's help. Yeah, that's 100% guaranteed. So we just play the Flame Tongue. We kill the Shield Bearer. And then that's lethal. I don't know if I played that correctly, but I gave my reasoning for it. I'm going to say that I think my opponent misplayed. I think he should have played Unleash the Hounds a turn earlier. So basically, I think that assuming correct play, I made the correct read on the situation. Like, basically, assuming my opponent was really strong, I correctly deduced that he did not have Unleash the Hounds or Explosive Trap. But he actually had Unleash the Hounds, so I think it's because he played badly. And I think, you know, not to toot my own horn too much, but if we can say the proof is in the pudding there, you know, he played Unleash the Hounds a turn later and still lost. So he got to play Unleash the Hounds where I had more minions on the board and he still lost. And I think he was probably saving up for the Flesh-Eating Ghoul Unleash the Hounds combo, but the problem is that he actually ran out of space. He only got 4 hounds off of Unleash the Hounds when I had like 6 minions on the board. Techno Viking, nice name. We actually get our 1-drop here, which is cool, and a 2-drop and a 3-drop. Now this is a little bit of a fake 3-drop because it is screwing you up so that on turn 4 you can't do anything. Except make a totem. But now this is even better. I'm going to actually play both of these on turn 1. Oh, do you have stuff? You suck. This is actually okay, though. This is pretty much the worst thing that you could have played. It's just a vanilla 2-1, so now we do this. I love playing the coin, then the opponent thinks you're going to play a 2-drop, but nope, you're going to play a couple of 1-drops. So now I'm going to kill this with a Divine Shield, and use this to maybe kill something else. We'll see. We'll see. So the stealth on this Infiltrator is very valuable. I mean, you can see how it's stopping him from trading 1-drops. Now, if he had Explosive Trap, would he have laid it here? Maybe. Hard to say. But I'll take a chance that he has an Explosive Trap and just didn't play it. If I were concerned about him playing Explosive Trap, I would have traded this for his Abusive Sergeant so I could keep the Divine Shield on the Squire. Harvest Golem. Okay, so no Explosive Trap, it seems, for this opponent. Which is fine by me. I could Hex this, but that's a bit aggressive. Let's actually just play Feral Spirit. And then I can make a totem next turn. Alright, well, let's actually pop that golem. And I'm going to leave the damaged golem to fend against these wolves. If I didn't have taunt, obviously I would have killed this with the Infiltrator so that the damaged golem couldn't kill my Knife Juggler. It's worth observing I have a lot of damage on the board. That was 6. I had 9 damage on the table. He spent his whole turn multi-shotting, which is not super impressive. He pops the golem against the wolf, which is smart because that way I can't kill the damaged golem with the Knife Juggler. So a bit of an unimpressive turn. I just made a Novice Engineer and drew a card, but I've got actually all my stuff. I got my Mass Removal, my 1 Mass Removal. I've got my 1 Silence and my 1 Hex. So this is looking pretty good. He's at 17 health. He tracks. Plays Lebanon, which is like the least impressive thing ever, and he looks like he found an arcane shot for the Knife Juggler finally. Fair enough. And a steady shot. Okay, so I got a couple of options. I could either kill the Lebanon with my Novice Engineer, or I could play the Fen Creeper and hide the Novice Engineer behind it. Let's just kill the Novice Engineer, or and the Leopardome. So I could have ploinked him for an extra point of damage, but it seemed better just to get his minion off the table. Now I've got 6 cards to his 4. I've got an answer if he plays anything big, like a Savannah Highmane. I can also silence something. He plays a bunch of little things. Lightning Storm is here. All right, the Rhino is pretty good, and he actually gets a Charging Timberwolf out of the deal. So he will use that there. And pass the turn. I really want to kill this, but I don't have any good way to do it. I don't want to use a Hex against it, but I also don't want to let his minions have charge. I could silence it, but then I don't have silence in case he plays something else. But then again, I have Hex. So it's okay if I don't have silence, because Hex is basically silence. So we're going to do this. We're going to silence that. Since I can't kill it, I'm not going to run my Fen Creeper into it. We'll just swing for 3. So I've got 8 damage on the table here, which is a little bit scary because he only has 12 health. His beasts don't charge. He plays a Taunter. I can Hex it and kill it with my 1/1. It's looking good. It's looking good. I should have left the 1/1 in the middle in case of Explosive Shot, which is what he seems to have. Oh my gosh, I really misplayed that. I should have put the Totem in the middle. That was unfortunate. That was definitely unfortunate, and I'm definitely paying for my mistake. Well, it's okay here because I do get to play the Farseer to heal up my Spellbreaker. Get to play the Harvest Golem, hit him in the face, and 1 mana left, Forked Lightning. Finishes off his minions. Forked Lightning, as you can see, very good card. He now has only 2 cards left. I have Lethal on the board. I've got a Hex in case he puts down a Taunter of some sort. It should be over. Tiger makes no difference to anything whatsoever. Steady Shot doesn't matter. That is the game. So we're up to 8 wins against Techno Viking. And he concedes. It's interesting. People like to have different types of Viking. There was a game that came out called Volgar the Viking. It was insanely difficult. I was terrible at it. I just gave up on it. But it was really fun to watch people who are good at it. So I watched some speedrun videos on YouTube. And one of the first speedruns I saw was by Sushi Viking. So that was Sushi Viking playing Volgar the Viking, and here in Hearthstone we played Techno Viking. I feel like Techno Viking is a thing that I've heard somewhere else, but maybe that was just like, maybe Techno Viking is a famous person? I don't know. We're up to 8 wins. Am I still only at 1 loss? I am still at 1 loss. Got some margin of error here. Alright, what is this, the 3rd Hunter in a row? Is that what this is? DK Ray? I think this is a person I've played before. I can't tell for sure. Well, we're doing a pretty good job getting our curve. Sadly, I'm not second, so I will be passing on turn 1, barring a nice top deck, but let's just go ahead and keep this up. He mulligans his outer cards, keeps the 2 cards in the middle. And we do get a 1-drop. Lovely as well as Dovely. It's going to pass on turn 1. Well, I'm not going to waste the Crazed Alchemist just yet. Let's play Novice Engineer. Draw ourselves a card, swing. I like the Novice Engineer a lot. It used to be a 1/2, which is way better than it is now, but still, I like this thing. People never want to use removal on it, but it keeps ploinking away for a damage and it cycles. It's, you know, pretty solid. Sometimes it'll even kill like a Leper Gnome or something like the last game. These steady shots here, now I gotta be really careful with what I do, because if I just play Fairy Dragon, I could get blown out by Hounds or Mass Removal. Flame Tongue, similarly, let's not do that yet. Let's actually play the Farseer. I'm only wasting 1 point of healing. It survives Explosive Trap, it survives Hounds. It's a 3/3 body, and we can wait with this Flame Tongue. The nice thing about playing the Farseer is I used up my mana, so this is letting me use my mana more efficiently. Crazy Alchemist plus Flame Tongue can be very strong sometimes. Let's say he plays like a Senjin. I could actually make the Senjin a 5/3 Flame Tongue with my 1/1 and I can kill it. He's going to play Bestial Wrath. Wow. He's actually going to get to clear my board and keep a dog. That's pretty hilarious. That's the best Bestial Wrath I've ever seen. Alright, do you play Senjin right into Forked Lightning, or do you play the Fairy Dragon and the Crazed Alchemist to hedge your bets? Well, that plays into multi-shot, so if I'm playing into something either way, I might as well just play the better card. Wow, Unleash the Hounds plus Bestial Wrath. That was a really good turn 3. I thought he might have Unleashed the Hounds, but I didn't think it would be worth playing. I, however, misjudged, so now he's got 7 cards in his hand and a Hound. I've only got 5 cards, about to draw my 6, and this Flame Tongue is very weak because it doesn't have anything to buff at the moment. Wow. That was quite unfortunate. If I lose the game, it is because of Unleash the Hounds plus Bestial Wrath. He's in a Hunter's Mark. And Arcane Chest. So he's just Stone Cold 2 for 1 to my Sen'jin, so I catch up on cards a little bit at least. Plays a Timberwolf, so now Forked Lightning will kill that plus the Hound. Okay, this is looking alright. We'll see if he has a multi-shot now to kill what I'm about to do. Actually, hang on a minute. What I'm going to do is this. Yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to Forked Lightning. I'm going to play Fairy Dragon, and I'm going to play a Totem instead of the Crazed Alchemist. Because Totems really are basically cards. I mean, it's a 1-1. That's basically a card. So if I use Totems, I get cards on the board, and then the value of those cards is magnified by Flame Tongue. So now it's like 5-5 if you count the Totem. And with Flame Tongue, you can actually sort of count this thing. He's steady-shotting me a lot. And passing the turn. Okay, it looks like he's going for some kind of combo. Sen'jin's a very good top deck. Because if he plays Unleash the Hounds again, they all like run into the Sen'jin. So let's see. Let's say he plays Buzzard Hounds. He gets 3 cards, but I mean the Hounds all die to Sen'jin and don't even kill it. Does he have Buzzard Hounds, or what's he doing with his life? He's gonna coin for 7 mana. Wow, I don't know what this is. Gladiator's Longbow. That's what it is. Okay, fair enough. So he's immune. He kills my Sen'jin. Okay, pretty good turn for him. We're going to go for the kill here, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to play Knife Juggler. We're going to play Flame Tongue. We're going to play another Totem, hopefully a Taunt. I actually got the Taunt. That's pretty lucky. Because this is just not what he wants to use as a Gladiator's Longbow for. What he wants here is Explosive Trap or Unleash the Hounds. I bet he would have played Unleash the Hounds if he had it, so I don't think he has Unleash the Hounds. He's going to use this to kill my Totem now. Does he have a 2-mana beast? He has an Owl, which is a 2-mana beast. So he can silence the Flame Tongue, he can kill the Taunt Totem, he can kill the Knife Juggler, and he can even kill the Fairy Dragon. Wow. That is unfortunate. That Tundra Rhino plus... Man, this guy has had some crazy combos. He has had some seriously crazy-ass combos. He had Unleash the Hounds, Bestial Wrath. He had... what's his face? Tundra Rhino plus Owl. Crazy. Alright, well, we actually can come very close to killing him, because if I can Crazed Alchemist this, that's 5 damage, plus 1 is 6, he's down to 4 health. So he's got 4 cards, as many as I have on the board. My cards are weak, of course, but let's see what he's got. Okay, this is annoying. That's annoying. Balls. That stops me dead in my tracks. With the Crazed Alchemist, I can trade the Unbound Elemental for this engine, but I cannot kill it. Harvest Golem doesn't help. Well, that sucks. Yeah, I could throw this in on the 1-1, but then I'm... Jeez. I can Crazed Alchemist down to 3 health. Yeah, there's just no way to make it work. Alright, well, it's better than letting him keep it around at least. So we'll kill it there. I would like to get the 1-1 Totem back, so I'm going to do it first. Because the 1-1 deals damage to him, and every point of damage helps now. Got the Taunt Totem, which is good. I hope he doesn't have any more Hounds. If he doesn't have more Hounds, what are my odds of winning? I don't know, pretty small. I've got 4 damage on the table. That's going to take a few turns to kill him, unless I can get Bloodlust, which would be nice. Or a Argent Commander is my other main out. I don't have any Rock Biters or Lightning Bolts, and I've already used my Lava Burst. This is good to see. This is really good to see. Unless he plays Unleash the Hounds. Okay, thank God it wasn't Unleash the Hounds. Because if it played Unleash the Hounds, I would have been screwed. As it is, we're fine. Alright, Stormforged Axe, Totem, and Thinking. I could, of course, throw everything at the Stormwind Champion, but I'm actually just going to go for the kill. He doesn't have Unleash the Hounds. I've got a ton of stuff on the board. 2 more whacks with this axe. That rhymes! Got 2 more whacks with this axe. That was it. That was the whole rap. There is no more rap after that. And he's dead. In fact, I'm threatening lethal. With what he has, he can kill the Taunt Totem and my 2-2, but then this Golem plus the axe finish him off. I've got this for extra damage. Bloodlust is the win if pretty much anything stays on the table. And the Argent Commander is the win now as well. Those are my 2 main outs. I have no Fire Elementals, no Rock Biters, no Lightning Bolts. Yeah, I don't have anything good, apparently, in my deck. But I could still squeak out the win as long as he doesn't get a second copy of Unleash the Hounds off the top of his deck. He shouldn't be able to kill me, even without the Taunt Totem. This is only 10 damage, 12. He'd have to do 10 more damage with 3 cards. It's possible, but not easy. Well, actually, 2 kill commands would do it. If he actually had 2 kill commands, he would win the game if I didn't have the Taunt Totem. You know, the Crazed Alchemist was really good there. Let me kill the Sen'jin one, otherwise I wouldn't have been able to. And it put a 2-2 body on the board, so that I'm now dealing some beats. He's thinking of a way. Well, so he's thinking, which means there might be something he can do to save himself. If there wasn't, I guess he would concede or just play his turn and pass. So there might be something here, and he's trying to figure out like the best way to survive. Let's see what he comes up with those 3 cards. He's not hovering over anything. Okay, he's hovering over that. So, all right. Pyromancer, that's what he was thinking about. He was trying to figure out the best way to use the Pyromancer. He's going to Deadly Shot. Kills my Silenced Flame Tongue. The Pyromancer activates, deals the damage to everything, kills my 1/1. He has a kill command. Oh no. Finishes off my Harvest Golem. Then the Pyromancer activates again, clearing my board. Holy gods, and he actually managed to click his animations in time. Wow, that was really well played. He actually played that perfectly. He cleared my board. If I don't get an out right now, I actually lose the game. Fen Creeper. Well, it's actually not enough. Because the Stormwind Champion kills the Fen Creeper, then he has 10 damage. Unless I get another Taunt Totem, which I didn't. Oh my god, that was extremely frustrating. My opponent had 3 cards, and those 3 cards with the Pyromancer's help were perfect for killing me off. He sees he's got the win. Yep, his 2 small minions attack, and then he steady shots for the final damage. Oh my god, that was annoying. That was annoying. I really thought I had it, but he perfectly used his Pyromancer. So if I'd thrown everything at the Stormwind Champion and hit it with the axe, I might have still won, but given that he had the Pyromancer for the board clear, I bet he would have won anyway. But I would have been alive, though, I think. On the turn when I died, I would have still been alive. It's just that he would have also had a lot more health. Wow! That was frustrating. I am disappointed by that game. I probably could have won if I'd played something differently somewhere, but I'm not exactly sure where that would have been. Gotta hand it to my opponent, though. He found the right move with the Pyromancer and everything. Pyromancer, Deadly Shot to trigger it once, kill command to take out the Golem so that after the Pyromancer triggers, the damaged Golem is there and dies. Up against a Paladin. Well, this really depends on whether I get the Stormforged Axe or not. If I can get my Stormforged Axe, I'm in really good shape, killing off those recruits. Otherwise, it's going to be difficult because he puts these 1/1s on the board. Well, we've got the 2-3-4 curve. These are decent cards. This is not an explosive start, though, by any means. I'd love to see an Argent Squire so I can kill off recruits easily for the early game. Nope. And okay, so Knife Juggler's good. We'll play the Knife Juggler. So now if he makes a recruit, I play Fairy Dragon, and the recruit has a 50-50 chance of dying. If it doesn't die, the Knife Juggler can just manually kill it. If he plays another minion, most things at this point I will just trade the Knife Juggler for, and that's fine too. One of the most irritating things to have played against you when you play Knife Juggler is a Loot Hoarder. Because if the Knife Juggler hits the Loot Hoarder, that's great. If it misses, however, the Loot Hoarder will kill the Knife Juggler and then draw a card, which is very frustrating. My opponent chooses, because of the power of the Knife Juggler, to actually pretty much waste his Argent Protector. Now you might say, well, Boris, you're wasting your Knife Juggler here, and that's true. But I think this card is actually better than Knife Juggler. Now I could be cheeky and hit him in the face, but I don't want him to put a second one of those guys down and kill the Knife Juggler and have to tell about it. That would have been a little bit greedy. We'll content ourselves just with killing it off. He makes a recruit, which is fine, so now I can just play the Fairy Dragon and kill it. Alright, so we get to play the Razorfen Hunter and kill that recruit. Okay, this is looking good. This is looking good. We stopped him from getting anything to stick on the board so far. We're getting to the territory where Hex could actually be legitimately used. Truce of a Champion, where's my Ooze when I need it? This will kill 2 of my minions, unfortunately. So if I draw the Ooze, I will definitely play it. Otherwise, I will not. He made a slight misplay there. I think he should have killed the Fairy Dragon because it hits harder, but whatever. Senjin, very good drop. Very good draw. So now he's punished for not killing my harder hitting creature. This is hitting him once at least, and now maybe more times if he can't get past this engine. Really good start against this Paladin. Alright, is this worth hexing? Oh, he had another thing. Boo, it's lame. Well, if I got Forked Lightning, I could actually use it now to kill that thing off, but I didn't get it. So I got a lot of options here. I could Feral Spirit here just to really protect myself. Or I could hex this. That's a little bit aggressive, hexing this thing, to be honest. Because if I hex this, I'm getting 6 damage through. He's going to go down to 18, but then all I can do is make a totem this turn. I'm foregoing the opportunity to play a minion. You know what? I don't know if this is correct, but my gut instinct is that this is the right move, so we're going to go for it. Going to keep the pressure up. Now you could start, you know, drawing some really big things or something. But here with the Senjin, you know, he's going to have to throw this away and his True Silver to kill the Senjin. He's going to take a point of damage down to 17, and then he's going to take 4 more damage down to 13. He's taking a lot of damage. And turn 6, I can do the Golem and the Feral Spirit. So he's going to get to keep the 2-1. I see what he did there. Or I can just play a Fen Creep, or I can play Yeti and a Totem. Oh, does he have more stuff to do that isn't just a recruit? That sucks. Mana Wraith. Oh no, I can't do Golem Feral Spirit anymore because this Mana Wraith. Oh, jeez, this Mana Wraith. Alright, well in that case we'll just drop a Fen Creeper. Uses up my mana in the most efficient way. He now also has more expensive minions, but at 7 mana it shouldn't matter too much. He actually could catch up and win this. I mean, if you look at the screen, he's got 6 cards to my 5. This is 2 cards in 1, though, so that could catch me up. However, if he plays a really big drop, like a Boulder Fist Ogre, I'm in a lot of trouble because I can't actually hold up against the Ogre now that I've used my Hex. Alright, luckily he doesn't have a Boulder Fist Ogre, he just has a Humble 2-4, drawing him a card. And a Recruit. Okay. Lightning Storm at some point wouldn't be the worst thing. Truth be told, he chooses not to attack into the Fen Creeper. My Ooze arrives a little bit late. Is there any reason actually to kill this thing? Well, I am going to kill it, but mainly I'm killing it because I just want to be able to, I want to kill his biggest thing that the Fen Creeper could kill. Alright, so we're going to play the Yeti now. Well, I'm going to actually heal my guy up. I think that's worth it. And play a Yeti. Right, so that's what I wanted to do. Okay, good. Right, because I forgot. I got confused because the mana costs were higher because of that Mana Wraith, but once the Mana Wraith died, I could actually play both my creatures. Okay, so on turn 8, I can do Golem. I can do everything on turn 8. I can do my whole hand. But I might not want to play the Ooze because of potential future True Silver champions. Oh, is that going to do any good for him? Not really. Just protecting him from damage, I guess, which is good enough. Alright. He's got a 4-6 Taunter there. It's like my Fen Creeper, but a little bit better. He will now kill the Fen Creeper. Boom. And he tickles me in the face. Alright. Unbound Elemental is a nice top deck. We now play Feral Spirit, which buffs the Unbound Elemental. We're going to make a Totem. Taunt is nice. I will be a little bit greedy. This makes me vulnerable to Consecration, but I think he would have played it on the previous turn if he'd had it. So I'm gonna gamble that he doesn't have a second Consecration. Or did he play a Consecration earlier? I can't remember, honestly. But anyway, I'm gonna gamble that he doesn't have one. So I kept 2 damaged minions alive instead of just losing this completely and then keeping the Yeti at higher health. Alright, he's gonna buff the Shatter Sun Cleric so he can kill one of my wolves. He can kill the Taunt Totem with the Defender of Argus. So we both have we're both playing with chumpy stuff. The difference is I've dealt a lot more damage to him. Let's actually take a look here. We got 4, 7, 10, 12, 16 damage. You know, it's worth it just to go for it, I think. Let's not play fair. We're just gonna swing, 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 and now he has to clear out everything except for the Flame Tongue in order to survive. I even got the 1/1 Totem, which really is the best one I could have gotten, even better than Taunt because it's threatening to kill him, so he has to like kill everything or like block everything somehow. And my stuff is pretty big. It's big enough to kill his stuff, so he can't really be that efficient about things. Now if he got a Consecration off the top, that will certainly help him out, but he's going to be hard pressed, I think. This 5/5 is actually pretty big. So he kills the Yeti, which is good for him. He can also kill the Farseer with the 2/3. Well, at this point it's clear when he killed that Yeti he doesn't have a Consecration, which is good. He can kill the Flame Tongue now, but there's still 4 minions that will all kill him. What is this? Eye Leak? kind of a weird name and sort of gross. He will kill that off, okay. He can now kill off the elemental, fine. Does he have like a big taunter then? Guardian of Kings, I see. So that does save him for the time being, because my Flame Tongue is not touching both of my guys. So I can only deal 5 damage to him. Wow, alrighty. Well, since we got the taunt, oh, we're definitely going to hit that. That's a given. Should I hit his phase or do I kill off this recruit? Let's actually kill off the recruit. I'm playing Ooze over here. So we'll hang on to Lightning Storm for later, but now again, we're threatening lethal. This 5/6 can only hit the taunt totem, so I have to admit, flip the best totem possible. He actually plays another Guardian of Kings. That is great. Okay, glad that happened. Now I do have 9 damage here, so he needs a little bit more than a recruit to survive. If I hadn't flipped the taunt totem, he could actually be killing my Flame Tongue right here. Then I'd only be hitting him for 5 damage. He'd be at 4 health. I'd have to top deck Bloodlust or Argent Commander to win. Because of the taunt totem, he might actually lose on the spot next turn. But given how I lost the last game to the Hunter, I think I will not begrudge myself the luck, especially because I had the advantage there anyway. Alright, that was a good game. We're up to 9 wins. I have had a hard time lately breaking beyond 9 wins and to 10. I do like getting 10 wins, not just because you have the opportunity to get more gold, but mostly because it's guaranteed that you will not get a non-gold common as a reward. And nothing takes the wind out of the sails when you're flush on a successful arena, quite like finding a non-golden common, aka 5 dust, in your rewards pile. Akira the Paladin watches as I get Bloodlust a turn or a game late. I'm actually going to mulligan Feral Spirit. I don't really want to play that on turn 3. And we'll keep the Shattered Sun Cleric. Now, if I had been the second player, I would have kept my 2/3 drops. Although, coining the Cleric on turn 2 is kind of dumb, so I probably would not have actually kept my 2 drops. I really hope he passes on turn 1. That way I can play Novice Engineer on turn 2, draw a card, and then I'm ready to kill a Recruit on the following turn. If you play something better than a Recruit, I can buff the Novice Engineer and kill that, perhaps. Now, if I had been against someone who doesn't have weapons, I would have actually probably played the Ooze, because I don't need cards at the moment. Now, I can actually just play the Shattered Sun Cleric and do this anyway. Why don't I just do that? That seems pretty smart. Argent Commander, another card that is a game late. That would have really helped me win the last game. So this is good. I got to keep his board clear. Now, on his 3-drop move, Stormforged Axe was a Cleric will kill just about anything he could play. He's going to coin into a 4-drop. Okay, that'll still kill just about anything. Choose of a Champion. No, I don't want you to kill my stuff. I want you to play your own stuff, you bumhole. Bubbity bumhole. Okay, this person knows to hit the more damaging minion first. Smart man. Alright, we were just going to play the Ooze. I mean, why not? The question is, do I play the Stormforged Axe and just have it sit, or do I play the Totem? I'm going to go ahead and make a Totem. I'm not 100% certain that the Overload would have made a difference. But, you know, next turn maybe I could play the Golem and the Axe, or the Golem and the Totem. Panda, huh? Panda. Right. What do we do? I mean, I could just play Bloodlust here. I could do a Tech Bloodlust. That would let me trade my Searing Totem for his 5/4. I hit him for 5, plus 6 is 11 damage. Seems a bit underwhelming, does it not? Why don't we do this? I'm going to play Stormforged Axe. Hit that. And kill him. I could either make the Squire and a Totem, or I could just play the Harvest Golem. Let's actually go for Squire Totem. Since I am holding Bloodlust, it would seem that, you know, maximizing my board presence is the way to go. Now I can deal 5 plus 12 is 17, 19 damage with next turn if I Bloodlust, which is not enough to kill him. But I would actually do it anyway, because then I'd be threatening lethal the following turn with my axe. This is, I think, one of the trickiest things about Bloodlust, is sometimes you should use it even if you're not getting lethal damage with it. Because here, Bloodlust was 12 damage, and it's likely that if we had kept on going, that it would have been less than 12 damage. Now I'm actually threatening lethal with the Argent Commander and the Axe, If he puts down a taunter, I've got the silence. I mean, I don't see how he can win. So this is pretty smooth sailing for our 10th win. Happy about that. Yeah, I'm not even really counting my chickens before they hatch. Even with the healing, he's still dead. Unless he plays like a Sun Fury. Okay, Sun Fury Protector. He's actually going to live the turn, I think. Got a Peacekeeper. Yep. It's over. Wow, that was one of the smoothest 10th wins I've had in a long time. Really happy about that. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 damage, so I do need to play another card. This is not bad manners. This is necessary to win. And finally, I actually have my charging guy when I needed him, so that's great. And that's that. So 10 wins, no non-gold common for us. And you know what, folks? We're still in the arena. Who says we have to lose? Huh? Huh? Okay, let's go ahead and take a sip of good luck water. And see what we can do here. Can I just pat myself on the back a little bit? Can I just brag about how awesome I am? Just a little bit? Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you giving me permission to do that. It really means a lot to me. So this Shaman deck has no Rockbiter weapon, no Lightning Bolt, no Fire Elemental, only 1 Lightning Storm and 1 Hex. And I am taking it to the top, baby. Well, near the top. To 10 and up, I think, is the top, even if you don't get to 12. Paladin, Hodor, that's great. Game of Thrones fan, it seems. Oh, we're second. Okay, so let's go ahead and keep the Flame Tongue, mulligan everything else. As a second player, as I say every time, I will coin into a totem if need be, because I have Flame Tongue and I can use the totem the following turn. Light's Justice, huh? Now, I don't have to use the coin for anything. I could just pass the turn here. But I want to be ready to kill off his recruits. Now, the issue is if I use the Fairy Dragon to kill the recruits, the Light's Justice finishes off the Fairy Dragon. So I am actually going to go for this. There's a small risk. There's a 1 in 4 chance that he gets the 1/1 totem. Which I didn't, thankfully. But now if he makes a recruit, I can play the Flame Tongue, kill the recruit. This is at 1 health. Healing Totem would have probably been the best, because the Healing Totem would heal itself. And then the Light's Justice finishes it off, but then I'm losing a totem instead of losing a Fairy Dragon, so I get an extra card out of the deal. For achieving exactly the same thing. So I think it's fine. Now he's going to hit the totem. Actually, yeah, right. He hits it now for a damage. And then I play Flame Tongue and I kill the totem against the recruit. And it's pretty much the same thing, except I didn't have to use my Fairy Dragon up. Now I could do Novice Engineer here, but if I'm doing Novice Engineer, then the recruit stays alive. I think that's not worth it. Let's just go ahead and kill this off while we have the chance. This thing is a bit naked here, but at the very least, you can't immediately kill it. Raging Worgen. It's pretty strong. Stops me from playing my Novice Engineer, sadly. Oh man, I'm not going to hex that. Am I? No, I'm not going to hex that. Can't play Novice Engineer. We're going to play the Fairy Dragon. So I do lose my, I don't know. This seems all kind of messed up. Maybe I just didn't do this right. So I do lose my Flame Tongue now, so I'm just going a card down, basically. But at least I have the Fairy Dragon to kill his Worgen off. I don't know if this is all that good, actually. Well, I've got my multi-removal and my single target removal, so that's nice, at least. But I haven't gotten those cards yet. I mean, I haven't gotten to use those cards yet for card advantage. And in the meantime, I'm going to be a card down after my Flame Tongue dies. One consolation of a Paladin playing Light's Justice is you can be pretty sure they're not going to play True Silver Champion for a while. Blessing of Kings is terrifying because now he actually does get Wind Fury. Oh no, what is he doing? He should have hit this and turned on Wind Fury. Wow. My opponent just screwed up royally. So with him making that a Blessing of Kings, it's totally worth it to hex it. And this Fairy Dragon should just be dead. I don't know what to say. It should be dead. But it's not because he played wrong. That's kind of shocking at 10 wins. Playing someone who didn't realize that the correct play was to kill the Fairy Dragon, turn on Wind Fury, and then kill the Flame Tongue. I mean, yes, that would have damaged the Worgen, but still worth it. Alright, so I can get another Flame Tongue. We'll hang on to that, though. We're going to play Novice Engineer, see what card we get. Shattered Sun Cleric. And I'm going to make a little bit of a tech play here. I'm going to Shattered Sun Cleric my Argent Squire so it doesn't die to Light's Justice, and so I also sneak in an extra point of damage. Now, I'm vulnerable to Consecration. That is a fact. I would just have to hope that later on I can come back with Lightning Storm and, get my card advantage back. No Consecration, though, so I know he does, for a fact he's not holding Consecration in his hand. He's got a Demolisher, though. And he's going to kill off my Novice Engineer. The Panther now will kill off my Fairy Dragon. And I'm actually in a little bit of a tight spot because of this Taunter. Lightning Storm's not really good enough. He hit my face! What is it? What? He can't... I can't believe he hit my face! That is actually just really bad play. I don't know if the game just like paired us up with someone bad. But, oh my goodness gracious, that is awesome. So we'll do this. Now we use that to kill that. And we've got this conga line. So we can also kill the Demolisher. And the Tiger. Boom. I could heal this up so it doesn't die to Light's Justice. And in fact, I will do that very thing. Pass the turn. So I wasted 2 points of healing, but it's technically worth it. Because it stops the Light's Justice from killing it off. So I've got 10 damage being threatened here. And I'm ahead on cards. Now he just played terribly. Hodor, I guess, played a little bit like Hodor from this is like if Hodor actually played Hearthstone. He's like, oh, hit face. Except he wouldn't say hit face, he'd say Hodor. But you know what I'm trying to say. The point is, this is bad play. This Fairy Dragon, first of all, should have been dead like 3 turns ago. And second of all, it should have been dead last turn. And third of all, oh my god, Grimscale Oracle, are you kidding me? Wow. Well, sometimes you just get free wins later on, I guess. I could fish for spell damage so that the defender would be guaranteed to die. I don't think it's actually worth it, though. I think it's much better just to play a Yeti. And if I don't get spell damage, then, like, I don't get anything out of it. Let's see. The other totems are good, though. The 1/1 is bad, but the taunt stops the defender. The healing would heal my stuff up after I kill a thing. Yeah, let's just play the Lightning Storm. It's a coin flip on this. If I don't get the coin flip, it's not the end of the world. In fact, I do not get the coin flip. That's fine. So what we do here is we play Yeti. Kill this thing off. I think it was worth it to sacrifice the 5 damage killing it because now he's going to be tempted to Light's Justice to kill it. So basically it deals the 5 damage to him anyway. He has Imani Berserker, which is pretty insignificant. He has Blessing of Kings, which is really insignificant because it's still his turn, so he doesn't get to do anything. And he has Humility for my Yeti, which does mean it deals less damage. He will, in fact, take the bait there. Alright, so now he's in a little bit of trouble because I get to play Fen Creeper. I'll play it touching the Flame Tongue. So I attacked first to get the damage bonus from the Flame Tongue, then I put the Fen Creeper in. That way, after the Imani Berserker kills the Fen Creeper, it takes extra damage. But the issue is that he's actually going to be dead. Yeah, he's dead. That was probably the easiest 11th win I've ever had, and I'm just going to put it out there. I don't think this person's actually at 10 wins. They played so badly and had such bad cards like Grimscale Oracle and this dude that I just don't think they were at 10 wins. I don't think they're going to get to 10 wins. We're not going to know unless we find Hodor here and ask him what his score is. And he'll just say Hodor in response. Sorry for anyone, by the way, who doesn't watch or read Game of Thrones, because you have no idea what the heck I'm talking about. But the bottom line is, I don't think that person was very good. They had bad cards. They played really, really badly, and that's okay. They're learning the game. It's just odd that I was paired up against them. Not that I mind. So here we go. I got a chance at 12 wins. I haven't made it to 12 wins in a while. I'd be rather proud to make it to 12 wins in a Shaman deck that has so many good cards missing, but I will say this, there aren't any bad cards in this deck. I don't think there's a single questionable card. That is perhaps why I'm able to do well, despite the fact that I'm missing some really key cards. It just does not have a single bad card in it. And we're up against Wolf, the aptly named Druid, in this fight. So we're first, which is a bit unfortunate. I'm going to make a little bit of a tech mulligan. I'm actually going to get rid of Flame Tongue Totem. I just don't see how I'm going to play that. I'm going to play Knife Juggler first. It may or may not die. It's probably going to die. And then Flame Tongue's useless. Shattered Sun Cleric's useless. It just seems like it's not really worth it. Okay, he's got some card back for hitting Legend or some other thing I don't care about. And he has a coin play, unfortunately. Which I have a feeling is not going to be Shapeshift. No, it's Power of the Wild. So, unfortunately here, I don't really want to play Crazed Alchemist. That would make this into a 2-3, which is bad. I don't want to throw the Knife Juggler at it, so I will just play Fairy Dragon, although the Fairy Dragon is vulnerable to Claw, which is Druid's very good way of dealing with Fairy Dragons. He has Mark of the Wild, which is another way of killing the Fairy Dragon, so he buffs this up. Kills the Fairy Dragon. Now this is at 1 health. And, okay, Harvest Golem is a really good top deck, because it will kill this Panther and then live to tell about it. Of course, the Druid, being a Druid, will now be able to shapeshift it off, but still, this is two eggs in one basket, so I don't really mind. Okay, he's just going all in on that Panther. I've seen some druids do this before. I'm not actually a big fan of the strategy, to be honest. Crazed Alchemist would let me... Oh my gosh, Crazed Alchemist lets me kill that thing. Yes, we're definitely doing it. So Crazed Alchemist, swing for 3, Stormforged Axe, and I just killed 3 eggs in 1 basket. Now the disadvantage of that is that I'm now down to 20 health. He's at 5 cards though to my 6. And I've got a Taunter to protect myself. I will be able to play that next turn despite the overload, so I'm actually in really good shape, I think. Shaman Yeti, it's pretty good. I can kill it using the Shattered Sun Cleric and taking 4 more damage. Is that worth it? I think that's actually worth it, even though it's an inefficient use of my mana. So we're going to do this, that, go down to 16 health, swing. Alright, so we've got good card advantage, but low health, and he's got high health. So if he just starts dropping like Druids of the Claw or whatever now, I'm going to be in a little bit of trouble. Panda, not the most impressive thing. Not the most impressive at all. Alright, we're going to drop Knife Juggler and Sen'jin for some protection. Pretty swipe-proof here. Lucky Knife Fling means I can throw the Shattered Sun Cleric away and not have to use my axe hitting that panda, which is good, because I did not really want to take 5 damage. Although I would have. So pretty safe from swipe. Oh my gosh, Archmage is scary, because now if he swipes, that will clear my board. In fact, I think I actually have to kill that guy. Luckily, I got a really good top deck again. Man, I'm getting some good top decks here. That's going to help tremendously. The knife missed. We'll try one more Knife Fling, because that would make a difference. It missed again. Oh, jeez. Well, let's take a look. I can deal 7, 10, 12, 14 damage to his face, taking down to 10 health. That is unacceptable, however. We're going to have to do this, and I'm going to throw the Knife Juggler away. Because I'm pretty sure he would have a swipe here, and I cannot risk him just clearing out my whole board. So again, I'm pretty swipe-proof. Swiping this guy dies, this will die to Shapeshift, but then these two guys will actually both live and hit him for 6 damage, so it's pretty good. Now, if he plays something big like an Ancient of War, I'll be in trouble without a Silence. He doesn't have Swipe, he has Bite, which I'm pretty happy about. Is he actually going to Shapeshift? So he spent his entire turn killing my Sen'jin. Oh my gosh, well, if I ever had a chance to make it to 12 wins, this is it right here. He's got 4 cards. I'm a pretty vulnerable board state. Now Swipe will clear my board. I drew Spellbreaker, which is not that helpful. Oh my gosh, do I actually want to play Spellbreaker here just to put a body on the ground? The problem is, if he plays Ironbark, I really would rather have the Spellbreaker in my hand. But if he swipes, my board is dead. Spellbreaker, swipe, lets him kill everything but the 2/2. Is the 2/2 going to make a difference? No. Okay, we're going to pass the turn here. If he has swipe, he clears my board out, except for the healing totem, of course. And then we're back to square one, but at least he's low on health, so I might be able to burn him out. Alright, he has the swipe, so I guess I should have played the Spellbreaker. At least he's going to take a net point of damage, killing the Crazed Alchemist. But now, because of Swipe being a ridiculously good card, he's actually doing just fine. I've got about as many cards as he does. I could use like a Tiger here, or a Fen Creeper is also good. So Fen Creeper, Totem. And alright, if he plays Ironbark, I am probably just going to silence it and swing for 5, down to 7, and then just hope I can burn him out with Timely, Lava Burst, or Bloodlust top deck. My ideal hope is that he doesn't have Ironbark, and in fact he doesn't. He has 2 minions that don't do anything. Oh my gosh, Bloodlust and I win the game. Come on, Bloodlust! Oh. Damn. Well, what I'm going to do here is actually silence this. He would have played a taunt if he had it, I'm pretty sure. I don't want him drawing cards. I'm more afraid of cards at this point than spell damage. So we're going to do this. Forked Lightning. I could actually kill this with the Axe and the Fen Creeper if I wanted to. I'm going to do it! I'm going to do it! I'm going to fight fair. I'm sick of losing games because I try to race when I really shouldn't be racing. So I'm relatively safe against Swipe. My Spellbreaker will survive it, and actually the Ooze will as well because the Taunt Totem prevents him from shapeshifting to kill the Ooze off. I have 7, 9 damage. He has 4 cards. Okay, he's got to have an answer in 4 cards. But my hand's tapped out. Bloodlust, and I will win even if he plays Ironbark. He has Starfire, which is amazing. I'm so happy to see that. He gets a card advantage out of it, but I don't care about card advantage. I care about board presence. He's shapeshifting. Oh, that's really good. So he didn't have anything good to do at all. He played Mark of the Wild and Mark of Nature. This guy might just have a lot of buffs, and that could be what he's sitting on here. Flame Tongue Totem, is that going to be lethal? We have 6 plus 4. Where do I put this? That's the question. 6 plus 4 is 10 damage, so he lives with a smidgen of health. I actually have, I think, all the totems out, yep. Alright, Threatening Lethal. He had 4 cards and did nothing with them last turn, but he did get a card off of Starfire and another card for the start of his turn, so if he has an answer, he had 2 chances to get it. He concedes! We win! I don't think that guy had 11 wins. I don't know, that deck seemed really weird with all the buffs and him having 4 cards and doing nothing with them, never playing an Ironbark or anything. I don't know. But whatever, I don't care if those guys were lower than my win count. I got to 12 wins. Woo! Please like this video to congratulate me for making to 12 wins. And while you're at it, why don't you subscribe to my channel as well so that you can help me out. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you're heading out, have a great day. And if you're sticking around, let's take a look at our prize. We got a gold common and a gold rare. So I'm actually alright with this. This is 150 dust, and I am trying to get up to a full set. 150 dust and 245 gold. Definitely not the craziest gold reward ever. In fact, I recently had a 9-win run that had 250. Or even like 300, I think. But still, I'm happy to get all the dust. The pack gets an epic. Brawl. I think I have Brawl. So let's go ahead and disenchant. No, I don't have Brawl. This is hilarious. Every time I get an epic in one of these videos, I'm like, oh, I don't think I have that one. And then it turns out that I actually do have that one. Brawl, I was like, yeah, I got it. And then I didn't have it. So great, we actually got a ton of dust this time. So basically, not having to craft a Brawl, that saves me 400 dust, essentially. And then I got like 150 dust for these golden garbage dongles, and that's a lot. Yeah, plus the 20 dust in the packs is like 400, 550. I just got like 590 dust there. Pretty good. Pretty happy about that. Ethereal Arcanist, you can go bye-bye. Alright, I am less than 8,000 dust away from being able to craft one of everything. I believe you actually don't need a complete set. You don't need 2 of everything to get the achievement. You just need 1 of everything. So sometimes people are like, oh, it's so stupid that when you complete a set, you get 100 gold as the reward. Like, what do you need the gold for? Well, I think the answer for that is you only need 1 of everything, not 2 of everything, to get the achievement. So the 100 gold actually can help you if you're trying to get 2 of everything and you only had 1 of some of the cards to complete the achievement. Anyway, thanks for watching. Our next run's going to be Warlock, Hunter, or Paladin. I still really hate Warlock, so it'll be Hunter or Paladin. Though I do play Hunter a lot. Might do Paladin. I play that a lot too. I don't know. We'll see. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Take care, folks.